center to meet the umpires. And remember, folks, it's 4 games here this evening. So 2 more games coming up immediately after this, and those 2 games are in the Premier Division. So FC1, Keegan Phillip, Sheldon Franklin, Dwayne Thomas, Jerome Ambrose, Wade Hippolyte, Atiba Shockness, Curtis Botswain, Moses Lendo, Timon Kaulasa, Sheldon Andrew, and Akil Cooper. But unfortunately, Mr. Cooper is not here as yet. So FC1 will be starting with 10 players, which means, as always, the opposing team has automatically won the toss once they have their full 11. And in random order, we'll call out the frontline team. Colin Roberts, Joel Raymond, Dion Pierre, Kyle Etienne, Keith Williams, Cornel Thomas, Joel Whiteman, Akim Chandler, Michael McComey, Cleavon McPhee, and Jerron Morris. That's the frontline team this evening.
She call me name. Ola Tunje. Winning like she from Africa. From Africa.
So the frontline team has won the toss and they have elected to bat, so they will have first strike and they will be heading back to the dugout. Front FC1 in the blue will take the field, and frontline is in the black and yellow. So a second game here, folks. Prepare for more cricket action.
Ola Tunje. Ola Tunje. Winning like she from Africa. From Africa. I'm shop the place and then oh you're whining good. Just give me some time now. When we stop down the wine now. Just something feeling good. And she ball ola 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 ola. She ball ola 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 ola. She got me. She ball ola 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 ola. Ola Tunje.
So we're just about ready, folks. So the opening pair for the frontline team this evening, wearing their yellow and black team outfit, that of the skipper Colin Roberts, bearing number 19 on his back, and on the non-strikers end, number 18, Keith Williams. So that's the opening pair for the frontline team. As we've seen in previous games, this opening pair has done some destruction to many teams so far in this tournament. So we'll see exactly what takes place here this evening. Check, check, check. So the FC1 team playing a back-to-back here this evening. Unfortunately, they didn't come away victorious in their previous encounter against Last Minute. Congratulations once again to the Last Minute team. And we'll see if they have better luck here against the frontline team. So the opening bowler, Moses Lendo, for the FC1 team as he comes into Roberts. So first delivery, folks. And that immediately that's gone. That's 7 runs. So this is what Super 7's cricket in action is all about. This is the carnage that I've been talking about. Colin Roberts immediately off the mark. First ball 7. So Roberts again, unable to score. And remember, coming up after this, folks, we have Digicel calls it against Club Toro. And Club Toro will also be playing a back-to-back here this evening. And the final game, they'll be coming up against the big 1-2-3 print players. And that's in the Premier Division. We just want to say congratulations going out to the NLCB grassroots. Mr. Kenrick Cupido and his team. Just scraping in a win there yesterday. So Lendo into Williams now. Williams is having a turn here now. So he has hit that one for 7. Lendo having some difficulty here finding his line. So that score now moves up. Score now 15 for no loss. So the opening pair of Roberts and Williams just sharing some 7s against Lendo here. Lendo into Williams. He's gone again. That one has gone far. So that's 7 more. Score now moving on to 22. Add 7 more runs onto that total.
She a angle any wolf. So she believe me hard. Every party me stop. I wrote party my back. Come a raving thing. Every party me shot.
So final delivery of this first over. Lendo into Williams. Wide-ish delivery. Yes, wide ball signal by umpire 2 set. Thank you, umpire. So that score now 2-3-23. I believe that's the same number the captain of the NLCB grassroots wears on his back. So Lendo into Williams. Final delivery. And that's gone again, folks. So 7 more. So this team here definitely dealing in 7s. They scored 30 without loss. Some 4 7s coming from that over there. So 30 runs off of Lendo's first over. Not sure if you'll see him again. We'll see what the skipper has to say about that.
Because me clean every day. Clocks and my baby change 3 times a day. But out any bar, can me have money fi pay. You know it's a rasta not straight. I'm okay. For look a girl, me not shy. Money stack and pipe straight up to the sky. Batman see us, me not deny. Me not turn on GUI. I'm drinking rum and Red Bull. And you see, let me heart full. Them want me get awful. Like them on the dance, I get drawful. And I'm rum and Red Bull. And you see, let me heart full. Them want me get awful. Like them on the dance, I get.
So some 30 runs coming from that previous over there. The opening over, bowled by Lendo. 21 of those runs coming off the bat for Williams. 8 to Roberts. And the wide. The new bowler coming from the commentary end, Sheldon Andrews, bearing the number 9 on his back. He'll be coming into the right-handed Roberts. So over number 2, folks. Pleasant good evening to all the spectators just trotting in and joining us here this evening. So Andrews into Roberts now. He comes, wide-ish delivery, wide ball signal by umpire Bugos. So score there just ticking on now, 31. Remember, 30 runs coming from that first over. So an excellent start for the Frontline team. Just hoping that Andrews will pull things back for his team as he comes into Roberts again. Bowls. Another wide signal by umpire Bugos.
The hell was that?
Andrews once again. Roberts just getting the bottom of the bat there. Looking for a second, being sent back by Williams. So just the single. Score there now, moving on to 33. So it's 33 without loss. And that was the first legal delivery of Andrews over. So he still has 5 more balls remaining as Williams comes on strike. So Andrews into Williams. Dot ball there. Williams just gently playing that ball into the cover area. So it's Andrews again. He comes into Williams. Dot ball once again. Andrews. Williams, a big heave there. Roberts looking for a single. So an excellent comeback by the bowler here by Andrews, Sheldon Andrews. 3 dot balls there. So just pulling it back for his team as the skipper Roberts going down to the center of the pitch to have a little discussion with Williams. Maybe he's telling him, give me the strike. So just 2 balls to go in Andrews over as he comes into Williams again. Wide ball there, that looks like. Yes, wide ball signal by umpire Bugos. Excellent delivery there by Andrews. So not a bad over from Andrews here. Just 1 more ball to go in his over. Pulling it back for his FC1 team. After that onslaught there that we saw in the first over. Some 30 runs coming from it. So Andrews into Williams. Final delivery. Excellent bowling there on the part of Andrews. So that's the end of the second over. The score, 34 without loss. We're going into over number 3 as I hand you over to our specialist, DJ Gio.
Broke up that like a school fight. She say you see that bulb, yeah, you're too bright. Every time when you pass my road, you do something we can't control. Girl, you plenty, can I get more? Put your on me, can I get more? Pretty girl from a far chateau, see that long time, when make sure me knows more. Girl, you plenty, can I get more? Put your on me, can I get more? Drink until we crunk, smoke trees and beat the rum. Version from the version, yeah.
So the new bowler from the coconut tree end, Wade Hippolyte, sorry. After being buffed by my scorer. So Hippolyte will be coming into Roberts. Roberts on 9. So Hippolyte into Roberts. Big swing and a miss there. Ball going straight through to the keeper. Excellent delivery there by Hippolyte. So the FC1 team doing a decent job of pulling this game back. Hippolyte into Roberts again. Just beaten outside the off stump. Wide ball signal by umpire Tuse. Hippolyte once again. Roberts just taking 2 steps down the pitch. Scampering through for a single there. Makes it home safely. So Williams on strike now. So Roberts there just moving on to 10. Williams on strike. He's on 21. Hippolyte into Williams now. Foolish delivery. That should go for 4. So that's 4 runs just in the square leg area to Williams and 4 more to the total. So that score should now be 40-4-0, still without loss. So Hippolyte into Williams. Williams not quite connecting with that ball there. Just the single. Bringing Roberts back on strike. So Williams moving on to 26. Hippolyte with his 4th delivery of the over. Roberts just gently playing that ball back down there to the bowler. So just 1 delivery remaining in Hippolyte's over. Roberts will be facing it. And he's gone. So soft dismissal there for Roberts, the destructive Colin Roberts. So that's the end of his innings. He goes for 10. The score now stands at 41-41 for the loss of 1. As I hand you over to the mix master himself, DJ Gio.
Ayo back for your ben, 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 ayo back for your ben. Me baby, me need me wife. Lucky, I'm me wife. Why if you get the wedding ring, me if you get the suffering, yeah, me wife.
So as Roberts departs, we see coming to the center my namesake, Akim Chandler. I hope he does me proud. New bowler, Atiba Shockness. He'll be coming from the commentary end. And to face him will be Williams, who's on 26 now. So Shockness into Williams, first delivery. Some excellent feeling on the part of the FC1 team here. So runs just drying up here in this 4th over. 2nd and 3rd over was 2 decent over by the batsman, and he's bowled. So Shockness gets Williams. Williams has to go. Frontline using their 2nd wicket now. So score now 41 for the loss of 2. As we see Timon Kaulasa, aka Munchies, coming out to the center.
Got somebody, she's a beauty, very special, really and truly. Take good care of me, like it's her duty. While you ride by my side, night and day. No letting go, no. Because you are mine.
So just a correction there, folks. I was looking at the wrong declaration sheet. Joel Raymond, the new batsman. So he's in and he replaces Williams after being bowled by Shockness. As Shockness comes into Raymond. Raymond just driving that ball back down to the mid-off area. Into the hands of Andrews. So this is Shockness again. Into Raymond. Excellent delivery there from Shockness. Chandler just scraping through for a single. Leg by signal by umpire Bugos. Score there just ticking on now to 42. 42 for the loss of 2. So a bye here signaled by the umpire. As we see Raymond takes the strike once again. Shockness with his final delivery. So a not too bad over from Shockness. Excellent over actually. As Raymond just taking that onto the pads. And that's the end of the over. So excellent over there by Atiba Shockness. Just 2 runs coming from him. And he got himself a wicket. I believe he got the wicket of Williams. So the score now 43 for the loss of 2. We're going into over number 5. Thank you there, DJ Gio. So Dwayne Thomas, the new bowler coming from the coconut tree end. He's coming into Chandler, batsman on strike. Shortish delivery there from Thomas. Thomas once again to Chandler. He comes in. Chandler not quite connecting with that delivery there. So 2 dot balls so far. So the FC1 team managing to really pull things back here since that first over. So 30 runs came from that first over. And next 3.2 overs or 4.2 overs. Some 13 runs coming from it. So another dot ball there. So some excellent bowling on the part of the FC1 team. Really pulling things back here, these bowlers. So kudos to them. As Thomas comes in again. Shortish delivery. Wide ball signal by umpire Tuse. Thomas again. Foolish delivery. That ball drive the back down to the long on area. Just beating the fieldsman. Fieldsman making a mess of it. So Chandler gets 4 runs. Score there moving on to 48. Thomas again beaten by that ball there. That ball just beating the keeper as well, running down to the boundary. Fieldsman pulling it back. Getting some 2 runs from it. Leg by signal by umpire Tuse. So the score there now moving on to 50, 5-0. So just 1 more delivery here remaining in Thomas's over. Chandler will face that final delivery. So Thomas into Chandler. Excellent delivery there by Thomas, bowling down Chandler. So Chandler has to go. He goes for 4. The FC1 team really doing a remarkable job here in pulling this game back. The score now 50 for the loss of 3. That's the end of over number 5. We're going on to over number 6. DJ Gio.
For me alone, I would have turned her in a lover. Tell me
remember, folks, coming up immediately after this, we got Digicel Corset, Penny and her big team against Club Toro, the guys from South, and that's a Premier Division game. Club Toro will also be playing a back-to-back game here this evening, and they'll be coming up against the 1-2-3 Print players in another or the final encounter this evening. So a lot more cricket in action in store for you guys, so just stick around. So over number 6, and this over being bowled by Timon Kaulasa. He'll be coming from the commentary end, and he'll be coming into Raymond. So the new batsman coming to the center, replacing Chandler, that of Kyle Etienne, or Etienne. So the 11th player for the FC1 team just arriving, Akel Cooper. So good night to you, Mr. Cooper. So Kaulasa, the left-handed Kaulasa, it seems like. He'll be coming into Raymond. And kudos to this FC1 team just pulling things back as Kaulasa comes into Raymond. Shortish delivery. Wide ball signal by umpire Bugos. Remember, some 30 runs coming off of that first over by Lendor. And the bowlers doing a remarkable job there just to dry things up. 20 runs coming off of the next 5 overs as we see Raymond driving this ball into the extra cover area. Some excellent fielding by the fieldsman on the outside there. So just the single coming from it. Score now moving on to 52. Bringing Etienne on strike. Kaulasa into Etienne again. Wide ball signal by umpire Bugos. So Kaulasa really needing to find his line. Unnecessary runs being given away here. Kaulasa once again. Shortish delivery. Etienne not quite getting a handle on that. Just a single. Kaulasa into Raymond. Wideish delivery. Excellent strike there by Raymond. Some good feeling on the outside there by Lendor. Score now 55 for the loss of 3. Remember, we're in over number 6. Etienne on strike. Better bowling there by Kaulasa. Etienne just getting a single from it. So the score slowly moving. Score now 56. 5-6 for the loss of 3. Slowish delivery by Kaulasa. They're just beating Raymond for pace. That ball just bouncing over the wicket. Just one more delivery and Kaulasa is over. Excellent catch there on the part of Shockness. And that's the end of Raymond's innings. So he has to go. Kaulasa gets a wicket. Score now 56 for the loss of 4. We're going into the 7th and final over.
If you call my phone and I get me have a woman that caress me. If you call my phone and I get me, left a message and end up me.
So that song was for you there, Ken. When you tried to call me earlier and you didn't get me, now you understand why.
You like that, huh?
So the new batsman, Dion Pierre, coming to the center. And with the bowling hand, Sheldon Andrews, after an excellent over by this young man, he'll be coming back to bowl the 7th and final over for his team. FC1 managing to do a remarkable job pulling this game back. Just restricting the Frontline team here to some 26 runs within their last 6 or 5 overs. So the first delivery of the final over by Andrews, he comes into Etienne and he's bowled. So excellent bowling on the part of Andrews. He's definitely one of the better bowlers on this FC1 team. So Etienne has to make his way back out to the dugout. DJ Gio.
Device tonight, yeah, so sweet, yeah. My man's back the sweet senorita. Think I bounce to the bass and the tweeter. She look more bonita. The way she move remind me of Selena. She rocks up, she dips up. She only dance to reggae and calypso. Look how the dress fuck up on her hips up. Look how she move fast and not do it slow. More bonita. Mama Caesar, girl, why let me come behind you? Me make she feel alright.
So brandishing the number 9 on his back, that of Michael McComey, left-handed McComey, the new batsman to the crease. He will take strike after ATN being comprehensively bowled there by Andrews. An excellent delivery by Andrews. Excellent bowling on the part of this youngster. Excellent bowling by this youngster. McComey just being beaten there. Fieldsman running this ball down. Some excellent feeling there. So FC1 really playing some good cricket here. Leg by signaled by umpire Toussaint. So 4 more deliveries to go in this Andrews over. McComey regaining the strike here. So Andrews into McComey again. Excellent bowling by this youngster. So the FC1 team just tightening things up here in these final deliveries. Score 58 for 5. Andrews again to McComey. McComey beaten there by that ball. So 2 more balls remaining in this innings. 2 more balls in Andrews over. His first over went for 4. And just 2 coming from this over so far. Andrews with his run up into McComey. McComey getting bat onto ball. Just a single coming from it. Dion Pierre, the batsman, on strike now. So just 1 delivery to go, folks. Score 59. 59 for the loss of 5. So we should be in here for a nice chase. Wicketkeeper just making some field changes. So Andrews with his final delivery. He comes into Pierre. Ball going straight into the block hole there. So just the single. So the score 60 for the loss of 5. Leg by signal by umpire Toussaint. And that's the end of the Frontline innings. The score 60 for the loss of 5. 61 will be required for victory from the FC1 team. They should be proud of themselves after pulling things back. So 30 runs coming from the first over and another 30 or another 20, another 30 exact, coming from the next 6 overs. So they should be proud of themselves. 61 required for victory. We'll see which way this one goes in just a few minutes.
Hello, kitty, like hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty, like hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty. I guess I can call me the cage for the city. Hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty, like hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty, like hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty. I guess I can call me the cage for the city. Kitty cat, see a cockpit. Kitty cat make that just bring 'em up quick. Make sure so you bring a long map because enough milk. This a kitty cat did a keep. Kitty cat love me birds, so she love me peacock. Kitty cat climb up in the long tree top. She not come down till the long tree top. If you no love kitty cat, well you a must eat that like hey. Kitty, hey, hello, kitty like hey. Kitty, hey, hello, kitty like hey. Kitty, hey, hello, kitty. I guess I can call me the cage for the city. Hey, kitty, hey, hello, kitty like hey. Kitty, hey, hello, kitty like hey. Kitty, hey, hello, kitty. I guess I can call me.
Freaky gal where you there, see them there. Bad gal where you there, see them there. Every gal have to be mine and give them way. Maybe dash out the Kyle them, feed them say. Freaky gal where you there, see them there. Bad gal where you there, see them there. Every gal have to be mine and give them way. Maybe dash out the Kyle them, feed them say.
Cock it up to the inna your belly, can't call it a hatters. Remember say me tougher than crackers. Tell your body good, your body better than the others. Penny two for me, want slap it up. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble lamb. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble lamb. Bubble you a bubble, you a bubble. Skin it out, me a ring it out. Pretty little gold mine, me a dig it out of me. Daddy faranda, you a build it out of me. Daddy faranda, sit down on it. Back up on it, girl, back up on it. Girl, choke on it, girl, back up on it. Choke on it, girl, come on it.
You got the juice, you got the juice, you got the juice. Thanks to your mama, girl, you got the juice, you got the juice, you got the juice. No argument, you got talent. Woman, you back it up with a vengeance. In a gym class, you never absent. Work out like you're ready fit on a lens. You want a baby, just resent. Look how your body bear no evidence. So step out and make a big statement. Tired girl, sit down on a bench. I should have put them in the place. Put them in the place. Put them in the place. Just like that, how you put them in the place. Put them in the place. Put them in the place. Just like that, boring girl. You got the juice, you got the juice. Thanks to your mama, girl, you got the juice. You got the juice, you got the juice.
No boring girl, boring girl. No man no want no boring girl. Yeah, boring girl. It's a my girl. She can't broke up. Girl, you a rocky broker. You know fi turn it that way. You a rocky broker. You know fi fling out your foot, then you a rocky broker. You know fi play with me body with the cocoa butter. You know fi sit down. You a rocky broker. Girl, wine fi the dan. You a rocky broker. Your body right fi the dan. You a rocky broker. Fluffy ass, win fi the broker. You a rocky broker. Boring girl. Boring girl, make a harder. Girl, go harder. You wanna make a harder. Me say go harder. You wanna make a harder. Make you say, oh, me so strong, yeah, me so maga. Girl, you a rocky broker. You a rocky broker. Girl, you a wife, you a rocky broker. Girl, wine pan time, you a rocky broker. You have the good and the right, you a rocky broker. And Renee and Cher, them a rocky broker.
The good girl from Junction, so she want 3 dumb pissy dung pan. So me's a nice little young man. No, she have a husband. This the good girl from Junction, so she want 3 dumb pissy dung pan. So me's a nice little young man. But God know she have a husband. When you wind up, and you climb up, me a watch you, G a watch you too. Your body just clean and curve up. Me a watch you, G a watch you too. She smell me in the cup and get nervous. Me a watch you. G a watch it up. What a day when your boyfriend find out. Him a get at me a get up. This little girl from Junction, say she want 3 dumb pissy dung pan. Say me's a nice little young man, but God knows she have a husband. Girl, me no care about your husband. You put up on the beach for your suntan. Plus me a watch you from Poland. Young man.
Fat up so, me no care if your boyfriend lock up so. Me no want hear if him them back up so. Matter for just girl. When you wind up, when you climb up, me a watch you, G a watch you top. Every time when me at you on IG, him a at you, me a at you top. When you walk sexy and you spiky, me a watch you, me a watch you top. What a day when your boyfriend find out. Me not be bad up myself, them know say me bad already. Them know me head mad already. Make them for me, Call me why? When you want Mini said it Andrew, that's make the alien walk Up yard man. Body in a real life England, body in a real life New York, body in a real life. You know see my boy with real life. When you hear Rook, I look in, we specialize. Nyakwe, akufi, big boy, cooking, love cat, right like to the bookings. Farmer guys see the looking. From me up, hope me a looking. Me a boy, when you roll that, no mean seatbelt when business. Mo be a man, lift up them all a king. Boy we kidnapping, watch him like mosquito. And then get it. Later on the news, them a watching. Why? When the M1 Mini said it, Andrew, that make the alien walk up, yard man. Body in a real life England, body in a real life New York, body in a real life. Every girl want to walk off of me. Every girl want to walk off of me. Every girl them a mad over me. All of a sudden them a dead over me.
So we're back here, folks. Remember, 61 runs required for victory. The FC1 team doing an excellent job to pull things back. Lendor bowling the first over. He comes to the crease. He stands on the non-strikers end, Moses Lendor. And on the strikers end, Wade Hippolyte. So that's the opening pair for the for FC1 team. So Hippolyte off the mark. And the scoreboard there just moving. Score now 1 as we see Lendor on strike. The opening bowler for the Frontline team, Dion Pierre. He's coming from the commentary end. So Pierre, as he comes into Lendor. Lendor getting bat onto ball. Just a quick single there. Score now moving on to 2. 61 required for victory, folks. And the Frontline team will have a task ahead of them to defend this total. So Pierre once again as he comes into Hippolyte. Hippolyte driving that ball straight back down the grounds. Excellent shot there on the part of Hippolyte. Gets himself 4 runs. Score now moving on to 6 for no loss. So Pierre into Hippolyte again. He comes in. Excellent shot there. And that's 7 runs, folks. So that score there moving on now to 13, 1-3 for no loss. Hippolyte just having his way with Pierre here. Opening over. So some 2 balls to go still and Pierre's over. So this FC1 team means business and they intend on running this score of 61 down. Pierre into Hippolyte again. Driving that ball into the cover area. Excellent feeling on the part of the fieldsman. Just scampering through for a single. Lendor coming on strike now. Score 14-1-4. Final delivery here in Pierre's over, the first over. As we see members of the Digicel Corset team start to make their entrance. And they'll be playing the next game. They will be coming up against Club Toro. And that's the end of the first over, folks. Some 14 runs coming from it. So Cornel Thomas, the new bowler coming from the coconut tree end. He'll be coming into Hippolyte. Batsman on strike. On the non-strikers end, we have Lendor. So the opening pair still here in the wicket as we see skipper Colin Roberts of the Frontline team just making some field changes. 14 runs coming off of that first over there by Dion Pierre. And FC1 in search of 61 for victory. As we see Thomas comes in. Shortish delivery, beating the batsman there. Ball traveling straight through to the keeper. No run coming from it. So Thomas into Hippolyte again. Shortish delivery, and that ball is played straight down into the wideish long off area, and he's gone. So Hippolyte has to go after being caught here. Frontline has their first wicket. Hippolyte is gone. Score now 14 for 1. We're in over number 2. As I hand you over to DJ Gio.
For my behavior, I have no apology.
Scoreboard, if you can move the one a little one down. Scoreboard.
For my behavior, nah. Cause I've been drinking all night, whining under the moonlight. This vibe it feels so right, so light. I've been waiting all day. The time come now already.
Super fresh sound. Super fresh.
So Dwayne Thomas, the new batsman, he comes in and he's on the non-strikers end. Moses Lendor, the batsman, on strike. And Cornel Thomas, the gentleman with the ball in hand. As Thomas comes into Lendor again. Excellent strike of the ball. That ball smashing into the fence. So 7 runs to Lendor. 7 more runs to the total. Score now moving on to 21 for the loss of 1.
Good and your polar attitude.
Boy, come give me good.
So Thomas into Lendor again. Shortish delivery, and that's gone. That is gone. That's another 7 to Lendor. And another 7 to the total. Score moving on to 28. So Thomas there just holding on to his shoulders. He'll have to rethink his line. 1 more delivery remaining in his over. And Lendor is having a field day. So FC1 in search of 61 for victory, folks. As Thomas comes into Lendor. Better delivery there by Thomas. Ball just bouncing over ATN's head. Lendor getting the single from it. And that's the end of the over. Lendor will remain with the strike. The score now 29 for the loss of 1. We're moving into over number 3.
Super fresh sound.
Super fresh in the building.
DJ Gio.
I come here to cause it right now. I inside the session. Cause the commotion, make room, let me cause it right now. We feel like a madman, disturbing the nation. We making noise, jamming and making noise. It's we just make the whole party get loud. We making noise.
So the new bowler coming from the commentary end with number 12 on his back, Akim Chandler. He'll be coming into Lendor, the left-handed Chandler. Chandler, excellent delivery there. Lendor just being beaten there with some turn. So Chandler into Lendor again. Just a single coming from it. So some good bowling from Chandler thus far. As we see the left-handed Dwayne Thomas coming on strike. This should be the first delivery that he's facing. So we're in the third over. And the FC1 team already halfway near their target. So Thomas, the man on strike, Dwayne Thomas. Akim Chandler with the ball in hand, left-handed Chandler. So Chandler into Thomas. Excellent delivery there. Thomas not being able to make a strike there, not even offering a shot. Chandler again. So wide ball signal by umpire Bugos. Chandler just straying a little bit too much on the offside. Chandler once again.
Straying in a mesh.
Thomas being beaten for pace there. So Chandler with 2 more balls remaining in his over. He comes into Thomas. Some turn there, Chandler getting. Just going through for a single. Leg by signal by umpire Bugos. So just 1 more ball remaining in Chandler's over. Not a bad over from him. Just 3 runs coming from it so far. So Lendo, the man back on strike. Chandler getting some turn, and that's the end of the third over. He scored 32 for 1. 61 required for victory. FC1 taking a go at it. Frontline having to defend it. Remember, Club Toro will be coming up against Digicel Cause It right after this game. And then Club Toro will be playing a double-header back-to-back. They will be playing the 1-2-3 print players, the unbeaten 1-2-3 print players in the final game this evening. DJ Gio.
Let's go! Them do with it bidding ball. Them no bad like we. Aye, we fed until morning go. Bet into the maximum. Come on, let me say. Soca. Just put up your hands them high.
So Jaron Morris, the new bowler coming from the Coconut Tree end. He'll be bowling the 4th over for the Frontline team. Batsman on strike, Dwayne Thomas. So from one left-hander to another. After a great over there from Chandler, just the 3 runs coming from it. We see Morris, another left-hander. So he comes into Thomas. So wide ball signal by umpire Tussell. So the run rate for this FC1 team just slowing down a bit. And he's bowled.
The hell was that?
So Morris has bowled Thomas. Thomas has to go. He goes without scoring. Score now 33 for the loss of 2.
What the hell is that? When you see me in the place?
You like that, huh?
See done. Hold up, see, girl, and I'ma smash it. Bust a dance and then we slush it. Give it when we drunk, call our waist and smash it. Give no waters that can pop flashes. Never see a Trini girl and she wind up her waist and hold up the place. Boy, and I never have to leg, cause I twist up the bow leg, man, and them I go. Can't see me coming when they see me on the street. Them yelling out to me. Let them beat the heat. The party done. 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 The party done.
So the new batsman coming to the crease, Sheldon Andrews, after seeing some excellent bowling on his part for his team. He comes to the crease. Wide ball signaled by umpire Toussaint. So first delivery faced here, wide ball. Morris really needing to correct his line. So Andrews on strike. Morris into Andrews. He comes. Andrews just stepping across his crease.
Swing and a miss.
Wide ball signaled by umpire Toussaint once again. So some 3 wides coming from Morris's over so far. 2 legal deliveries. He still has 4 more balls remaining. He comes into Andrews again. A big edge there by Andrews. Sounded like an edge.
What the hell was that?
So a bye. So apparently his bat hit the pitch. So a bye there. So Lendor, the batsman on strike, just getting a single, bringing back Andrews on strike. So Andrews there, excellent feeling there by the fieldsman. Just being cheered on by his skipper. So that's excellent feeling on the outside there by that fieldsman, saving his team some 3 additional runs. So final delivery here in Morris is over. He comes into Andrews. 2 short steps. He comes in. Andrews picking up on that ball late and still playing an excellent shot. So that's the end of the over. The score now 40-4-0 for the loss of 2. 3 overs to go. FC1 in search of 61 for victory. So they will need another 21 runs.
I have no worries, cause it's real vibes, things real nice. So the overthink and try to complicate it. Everything is unique, a different face, different style. Congregate and having a time now. The baseline pumping, watch all the people coming up. All bumpers rolling, every man wants to jam on one.
So after conceding some 3 runs in his first over, skipper Roberts deciding to bring back the left-handed Akim Chandler. He'll be coming from the commentary end. As he comes into Andrews. Big swing and a miss from Andrews there. Excellent delivery from Chandler. As we see the crowds just starting to come in. Roberts just making some field changes. Chandler into Andrews again. Andrews just stepping across his line there. Big swing and a miss. So some excellent bowling on the part of Chandler. Frontline team just pulling things back. Lendor just going down to have a word with Andrews. So it's Chandler again. Andrews chipping down. So he gets a single here. A bye signal by umpire Bugos. Score now ticking on to 41. 20 more required for victory. Chandler with still 3 balls remaining in his over. He comes into Lendor. Lendor being beaten for some excellent turn there. So fantastic over so far from Chandler. Just 1 run coming from it, the bye. 2 more deliveries to go as he comes into Lendor. Wideish delivery, yes. Wide ball signal by umpire Bugos. So the frontline team just pulling things back. Score now 42 for the loss of 2. Chandler into Lendo. Quicker delivery. So final delivery here in Chandler's spell. Some excellent bowling by this youngster. Moses Lendo, the batsman on strike. As Chandler comes in. Lendo just playing that ball off his legs. Picking up a single. He will retain the strike. We see an appeal for a run out here. No, says umpire, 2 sir. And that's the end of the over. So we're moving into over number 6. The score 43 for the loss of 2. 18 runs required from the next 12 balls. We'll see what happens.
I don't chill.
I'm feeling, I'm not to be left to me, I'm done. I'm in a drink for time up to sundown. I don't care if the rain I come down. I'm feeling. With a punch in the river when the some Johnny Walker. Pick up a drink and sing at this place right now. I got all of that I want while I'm drinking some fire.
So Cleavon McPhee, the new bowler coming from the coconut tree end. He'll be coming into Lendo, who's been there from the beginning. He's now on 19. That looked kind of wide. Yes, wide ball signal by umpire Tuse. So that score there just slowly moving. Score now 44 for the loss of 2. Some 17 runs still required from 12 balls. So I think we're in for a nail-biting finish here, folks. As McPhee comes in again to Lendo. No ball signal by umpire Tuse. So score now creeping up. 45. So 16 more now required, still from 12, as McPhee yet to bowl a legal delivery from a wide to a no ball. So Lendo, the man on strike, he's been there from the get-go. He will have to stay there for his team, bring it home as McPhee comes into Lendo. Shortish delivery, that one is gone, smashed into the fence. 7 runs, so that score moving on to 52 now. 7 more runs to Lendo's name. Remember, this is the same bowler that conceded 30 runs in his first over of the game. He's bringing things home for his team. McPhee into Lendo again. Not making proper contact, still getting a single. And that brings Andrews on strike. So 8 from 8, folks. 8 runs and 8 balls. McPhee into Andrews. He's bowled apparently. So Andrews being bowled there by McPhee. He has to go. FC1 losing their 3rd wicket. 7 more balls to go, 8 runs required for victory. As I hand you over to the mixmaster, DJ Gio.
All night you're teasing me, the way you giving it to me. Girl, roll it, roll your bumper right back on me. You rising my passion, baby, and you got me feeling tipsy. Girl, roll your bumper right back on me. All night you're teasing me, the way you giving it to me. Girl, roll your bumper right back on me. You rising my passion, baby, and you got me feeling tipsy. Girl, roll your bumper right back on me. Shift it out at first, but in reverse, you moving it right. Ah, baby, we could do this all night. You working out just to make me thirst and do it all your
So Curtis Botswain the new batsman coming in for the FC1 team after Sheldon Andrews being bowled down there by Cleavon McPhee. So McPhee comes into Botswain. First delivery, that one has gone up in the air. Fieldsman is under it. Yes, he's got it, so that's gone. So Botswain ball goes without scoring. He goes for a duck. So FC1 here wants to be careful. They don't want to give it away. The score now 53. 53 for the loss of 4. Still needing 8 runs. Now from 6.
And you know we press a button, call out the crew them, call them out, press a button, rungs up the drinks them, rungs them up, press a button, gather the girls and them, the girls and them. And if you can't go hard, well, it's best you stay home, cause we not putting no load. And if you don't want we inside of your party, then we go get in the road. Anywhere that we go, turn over, place turn over, turn over, place turn over.
So with number 99 on his back, Sheldon Franklin, the new batsman coming in for the FC1 team. Moses Lendo, the batsman on strike. He'll be facing McPhee, Cleavon McPhee. As he comes into Lendo. A big edge there by Lendo. Not quite carrying to the keeper, just going down to Makomi. Picking up the single. So the score now moving on to 54. 7 runs still required for victory. So 7 from 7. And the bowler's number on his back, 7. As we see Franklin on strike now. McPhee comes into him. Big swing there. Fielder not quite picking up the catch. This could be a run out. This could be a run out. And that seems like the wicket of Moses Lendo. The man who should have been out there to bring this thing home for his team. He has been run out. He has to go. The score 54 for the loss of 5. And that's the end of the 6th over. We're moving into the 7th and final over. Still 7 runs required for victory from some 6 balls. Let's see which way this goes. DJ Gio.
Stand your ground and wind around and stand your ground and don't know what. Stand your ground and wind around and stand your ground and don't know what. Stand your ground and wind around and stand your ground and don't know what. Stand your ground and wind around and stand your ground and it make me feel wonderful. It's a blessing sent to me. I feel incredible. It make me feel wonderful and nothing stopping me.
Thank you there, DJ Gio, and that shouldn't say squeeze, that should be scratch. So this is the 7th and final over, folks, and it seems like Kyle Etienne being entrusted with this over. Batsman on strike, Sheldon Franklin. And how ironic is it, he bears number 99 on his back. And the bowler, Kyle Etienne, also with number 99 on his back. So we'll see what happens here. So Etienne into Franklin. As he comes in, that should be a no ball. No ball with a warning.
The hell was that?
So that score there now moving on.
Swing and a miss.
To 55. Etienne wanting to be careful here, not really needing to give away these unnecessary runs. 6 from 6 now as Etienne into Franklin. Excellent delivery there by Etienne. Philip being sent back by Franklin looking for a suicide run. So 6 from 5 now, folks. 6 runs from 5 balls. Etienne into Franklin again. He bowls. Big swing here. This could be it, folks. All the way it has gone. That's 7 runs. And that should be the end of it, folks. So in one ball, Franklin just putting things away. That's the end of the game. FC1 has come away to deliver with a final with victory. Frontline losing this game, not managing to defend their runs. So congratulations to the FC1 team. Coming up in a short, we have the Digicel Corsa team. The big team by Penny, skippered by Rayaf Ali. They'll be coming up against the team from South.